Welcome to your number one source for sensational news and entertainment. Today we have a bombshell for Teen Mom fans, and this time we're not talking about the moms' dramas, but rather the original dads of the show who are raking in a fortune every time they appear on screen. That's right, if you thought it was only the girls who were making millions for airing their personal lives on MTV, prepare to be shocked. Because it turns out these men are making more money per episode than many of us make in a year. Yes, you heard right, and today we bring you all the details of this shocking news about how much the OG dads of Teen Mom, the next chapter make. Exclusive information coming from behind-the-scenes sources reveals that dads like Tyler Baltierra, Shirley, and Ryan Edwards are pocketing between $30,000 and $35,000 per episode. Can you believe it? That's more than most people make in an entire year, and they do it in just one episode. To put it into perspective, these salaries are comparable to what the show's original moms, like Macy Bookout and Amber Portwood, make. And why are they making so much? Well, the answer lies in the years they've spent on the franchise, dealing with their relationships and parenting responsibilities in the public eye. That staggering figure doesn't apply to all of the franchise's dads, though. Men who have joined the cast more recently, like Zach Davis or Sean Austin, don't make nearly as much. Having not been on the show since the beginning, these newbies make much less for their appearances. So the OGs are really taking the lion's share of the pie. A production source mentioned that the money is so good that these boys are willing to spend more time with their baby mamas than they normally would, at least for the cameras. Wow, the power of money. It seems that when there's that much money involved, strained relationships can be a little more bearable, at least while the cameras are rolling. But here's the juicy part, while these dads are making staggering amounts, they're also getting into trouble. And that's because, like most reality TV stars, the Teen Mom dads are not employees of MTV or Viacom, they're considered self-employed, which means they receive all of their money in gross, with no taxes deducted. This is what has landed several of them in serious trouble with the IRS. Fun fact, many of the Teen Mom cast members have racked up massive tax debts. Just to give an example, Macy Bookout and her husband Taylor McKinney owe over $400,000 in taxes, while Leah Messer has racked up over $500,000 in tax debt. And it's not just because they overspend, it's because they haven't been paying their taxes properly. So those giant checks come with a catch. Another interesting detail is that the girls who aren't married fight to have their new boyfriends hired as regulars on the show, since the boyfriends make much more than those who just make a sporadic appearance. It seems that on Teen Mom, everything is negotiated, even the romances. This brings us to the question, to what extent are the boyfriends on the show for love or for money? We know that some dads are much more willing to maintain a friendly relationship with their children's mothers for the financial gain. And honestly, we don't blame them, who wouldn't do the same for $35,000 per episode. Production sources have also pointed out that over time, Teen Mom has become an incredibly expensive show to produce. The salaries of both moms and dads have been increasing over the years, which has raised the overall cost of production. However, this added expense seems to be worth it, as Teen Mom, the next chapter remains one of MTV's most popular shows, with a loyal audience that doesn't miss a single episode. With these massive checks hitting their bank accounts, it's likely that the OG dads will continue to appear on Teen Mom for a long time to come. Although some, like Ryan Edwards, have had their rough times with the law and drugs, the money seems to be a big incentive for them to stay in front of the cameras. Only time will tell if these dads can keep their lives under control or if the money will be easy. Still will lead them into more tax and personal troubles. So, what do you think about this situation? Do you think these dads deserve to make so much for appearing on Teen Mom? Or do you think they are being paid too much for what they do? Leave us your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the hottest news from the world of reality TV.